Hi there. Have you ever wondered how I came to do this work or why I do it? Stay tuned and I'll tell you a little bit of my story. I'm Shula Meet Bear Lev Tov. You can call me Shula for short, and I work with business women and busy women who want to recover from stress and trauma so that they can feel good about themselves and in their bodies and in their minds, but also respond effectively when the crap hits the fan. Because I'm sure, as you know, it's one thing to be all chill when you're on vacation, and another thing entirely to be cool when stuff is coming at you. So I was obviously not born a therapist. So how did I get here? How did I end up working with women who want to recover from stress and trauma? As I'm sure you can guess, it was from life experience. My difficulties started in childhood. I was sexually assaulted 4 times between the ages of 4 and 16. And then in my 20s, I married, and I wasn't educated enough about mental illness and addiction at the time to understand that my husband was affected. And so eventually I chose to leave the relationship because it was abusive. And so my daughter and I stayed in a shelter. I eventually left the shelter and was parenting as a single parent. I was receiving welfare, and we often used the services of the food bank. And I've also had health challenges that were traumatizing. So, as a result of all that I've been through in my life, I've experienced depression and anxiety too, and I was suicidal with a plan twice. So, nothing was the matter with me. And this is what I say to people who come to me. Depression and anxiety are normal responses to the abnormal stress that I experienced. And of course, stress and trauma also led me to act out in many, many ways. And eventually, this got me into trouble so deep, and I got desperate enough that I really wanted to change. And I reached out to friends who knew good therapists, and they referred me to somebody. And I'd been in therapy all my life, but in this case, I was referred to somebody who knew about trauma. And I can still remember, she was very subtle about the whole thing. She just slid the pamphlet across the table. I can still see the table, her, the chair, the room, everything. She says, "You might like to participate in this weekend program." And I picked up the pamphlet and I saw the word trauma on it, and I was like, trauma? Me? What? But because what I had been through, I thought was normal. I said to myself, well, women and children go through this all the time. This is a common experience to leave an abusive relationship. It's a common experience to have health challenges. This is normal. And the truth is, yes, these were normal. These are very common experiences. And it was also trauma. And I was having a normal reaction to the trauma that I had experienced. And once I was with somebody who could put two and two together and help me recover, then my life started to open up. And now I have ways of being with whatever comes so that I'm not overwhelmed, so that I don't act out, so that I don't experience depression and anxiety like I used to. And, I have a regular life. Crap still hits the fan. My trauma recovery is a dynamic process. I still have lots of support because the work I do now, I'm at risk, as are many people in the helping professions, of what's called secondary trauma. So I have my own trauma history and I have the demands of my work. So it's not like I'm done. I'm still working on things, and I have ways to do it so that I'm empowered. I feel good, and I can respond effectively so that I can actually offer the help to other folks. I can share what I've learned from my personal experience in life, my recovery experience, but also I have the training and education that's necessary to help people with, so that I have the heart from my personal experience, and I also have the knowledge and the information that can benefit people so that they can also recover and grow. But the biggest reason I do this is because it's my way of shining love into what can seem like a really dark world. I know my world seemed really dark at times, and it was the support of others, professional helpers and compassionate friends and family who made a big difference. Their loving company was what helped me come out of the darkness. And so I shine love also this way into this world that sometimes seems so dark, because I have experienced for myself, and I believe very deeply, that love, both fierce and tender, is a powerful force for change. If you'd like help to recover from stress or trauma, maybe you might like to reach out. Link to schedule a free call is in the description. I also have a free stress relief package for you. So if reaching out doesn't feel right, you can just connect this way. The link to sign up for the free package is in the description, and it includes a video, an ebook, and a handout, all of which can help you with your stress. Thanks for listening to my story. From my heart to yours. Thank you.